Imagine this. You're live on air, in front of millions of viewers, cameras everywhere, spotlights shining right on you, and then you make the blunder of the century. That's exactly what happened to Steve Harvey during the Miss Universe 2015 pageant. As the star host, he's about to announce the winner. He opens the envelope, takes a breath, smiles, then announces, Miss Columbia. The music erupts, and so do the cheers. Miss Columbia, in tears, steps forward, receives the crown, and waves to the audience. The perfect moment, except she's not the winner. Steve Harvey made a mistake. The real Miss Universe was Miss Philippines. He comes back on stage, his voice trembling, his throat tight, and announces his mistake.
I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia. Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
Utter awkwardness, silence falls, everyone is frozen, you can feel everything, shame, stress, confusion. That moment is every human being's nightmare, making a huge mistake in public, and yet, it's also proof that even the most experienced personalities can lose their composure. The real difference isn't that it only happens to you, the real difference is how you handle it, and that's exactly what we're going to look at in this video. Why do we feel uncomfortable in public? What's going on in our heads at that moment? And most importantly, how do you get through it with elegance, confidence, and even charisma? Why do we lose our composure when we're in public? Why is it that, even when we know our topic, we're prepared, we've practiced, we still feel our heart racing, our mouth going dry, and our hands shaking? It's not other people's gaze that's the problem. It's the internal dialogue that starts up in our heads. I have to look comfortable. They're going to judge me if I mess up. What if I blank out? What if I start shaking? What if I stutter? And that kind of self-talk. We all have it, even celebrities. Take Nicole Kidman, for example. In an interview on Graham Norton's show, she talks about returning to the stage after 17 years away. My heart was racing a mile a minute. The adrenaline, the fear. I was wondering how I was even going to get on stage.
I was terrified. I mean, I remember 17 years ago, I always seem to come to London to do plays because I love doing plays here, and I love the theatre. I grew up going to the theatre, and so I kind of jumped in going, yes, I'll do a play. And then the reality of it, I mean, we rehearsed in a small church hall, which was lovely, but the fear started to grip me, and I was sort of really, I had terrible stage fright, where it was pounding heart and adrenaline surging through my body that I don't remember 17 years ago. So I think because I'm older, I'm now...
We're talking about Oscar-winning actress Nicole Kidman, who admits to having panicky thoughts before even setting foot on stage. And yet, she goes. She goes with it, and she says it. Even when you love something, the fear is always there. But if we want to go even deeper into inner discomfort, we must listen. Bob Burnham. In another interview, he talks about his panic attacks in the heat. Literally on stage, in the middle of performing. He knows his lines. He's being applauded. And yet, I felt my hands go numb. I was dissociating, but I acted like everything was fine. He even admits that he needed his manager to slap him on the back to reconnect him with his body. And by trying so hard to do well, he ended up stopping for 2 years.
What happened is I had 3 panic attacks in 4 shows to start off a 60-show tour in 2 months. And that was the worst time of my life. And yeah, I would have my stage manager, he would just, before I would go on stage, he would slap me in the back. I would just ask him just to slap me in the back as hard as he could, because I was just like numb in the hands and was just...
What this shows is this: the more you try to control the image you project, the more you lose control of yourself. And it's a vicious cycle. You want to look comfortable, you get stressed, you feel like you're losing your grip, you panic even more, and you spiral. But then, how do some people manage to break this pattern? How do they turn these tense moments into strength? That's what we're going to look at in a moment. How do some celebrities handle the pressure? Okay, now that you understand what's going on in your head when you get stressed in public, let's see what those who have mastered the game do when it happens to them. Because yes, even the biggest stars have moments when everything can go off the rails. Imagine you're on the most watched stage in the world. You crack a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, and then, bam, Will Smith gets up on stage and slaps you in front of millions of viewers. Pause. Everyone's waiting to see how you'll react. Do you panic? Do you fight back? Do you walk off? No, Chris Rock. He stays standing. He keeps hold of the mic. And he walks off with samurai-level calm. Well, Will Smith just slapped the hell out of me. Then he keeps going. That was the biggest night in the history of television.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Boom. The guy takes back control of the room in a single sentence. No aggression. No awkwardness. Just pure composure and a perfectly timed touch of humor. Different scene, different vibe. 2019. Elon Musk unveils his famous Cybertruck. Futuristic design, unbreakable windows. He brings an engineer on stage to prove how tough they are. First throw of the metal ball. The window shatters. The audience holds its breath. Second throw. The rear window shatters too. A nightmare for Elon. He stays stoic and, with a half smile, says, "Well, maybe that was a little too hard." Then he keeps going. We'll fix it in post-production. He could have gotten angry, panicked, or lost his train of thought, but he didn't. He owns the failure, makes fun of it, and keeps everyone with him.
Franz, could you try to break this glass, please? Yeah. Sure? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Should we try on the floor?
Sorry? Okay. It didn't go through. So that's a plus side.
Let's try the right.
Try that one, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, man.
It didn't go through. All right.
What these two moments show us isn't just composure, it's a technique for handling pressure. They accept the unexpected, they don't resist discomfort. They refocus their attention, not on what people think, but on what they're doing right here, right now. They keep the connection. With a phrase, a look, a joke, they maintain contact with the audience. And you know what? It's not an innate talent, it's an art. And you can learn it. A practical tip to overcome awkwardness. You know that feeling, the racing heart, sweaty palms, your mind getting all jumbled up. Speaking in public can be a real challenge. But here's the good news. There are simple and effective techniques to turn that stress into natural charisma. Bring your attention back to your surroundings, not to yourself. When anxiety rises, we tend to withdraw into ourselves, to listen to that little voice. That inner critic that judges everything. Stop. Refocus on what's around you. Look at the room, notice the faces, the details of the space. Ask yourself this question: what can I observe here? This technique, called external focus, helps you get out of your head and connect with the present moment. When you're in the present moment, you're true to yourself and your emotions, and you can't go wrong. Control your breathing and your pace. Stage actors have a trick. Before they speak, they pause for 3 seconds. Why? Because the less you rush, the calmer you appear. Take a deep breath, feel your belly expand, then exhale slowly. This abdominal breathing soothes your nervous system and clears your mind. Practice regularly so it becomes natural, and let silence exist. Silence is often seen as the enemy. Wrong. It's actually a powerful tool for capturing attention and building charisma. Instead of filling every moment with ums or unnecessary words, accept and learn to appreciate silence. It draws attention, highlights your words, and shows that you're in control of the situation. Prepare a safety routine. Athletes have their rituals before a competition. Why not you? Set up a personal routine to put yourself in the best mindset before you speak. For example, breathing. 3 deep breaths. Posture. Stand up straight, feet firmly planted on the ground. Smile. Even a subtle one relaxes you and creates an instant connection with your audience. Repeating this routine before every speech conditions your mind to associate these actions with a state of calm and confidence. Turn awkward moments into opportunities. Even the greatest speakers can experience awkward pauses or unexpected reactions. The important thing is to know how to bounce back with humor and confidence. During a radio interview, Arnold Schwarzenegger shared a joke about how hard it was to earn his first $1 million. He suggests just starting directly with the second one. The host didn't react, creating an awkward silence. Instead of letting himself get thrown off, Arnold broke the silence by joking, "Hey, that was supposed to be funny, guys. Wake up." This reaction lightened the mood and got the interview back on track.
What's the easiest way to make money? Which one?
The first and most important thing is, everyone tells you that the first million is the hardest to make.
Right. Yeah.
So start with the second million.
Right.
Hello? It was supposed to be funny, guys. Come on, wake up! I thought that we have a breakfast show here. Jesus. Get your act together.
He's going to tell us what? I want to be a millionaire.
By applying these techniques, you'll gradually turn your discomfort into a charismatic presence. Don't forget, the key lies in regular practice. The more you practice, the more these tools will become second nature. So, are you ready to shine during your next speech? Here's what you can start applying right now. Now that you understand what triggers your discomfort, and how even the most public personalities manage to get through it, it's time to take action. And it all starts with a simple, yet radically effective, observation exercise. Identify your discomfort trigger. Ask yourself this question. In what situation do you feel the stress rising? Is it when people are looking at you, when you have to improvise? When you feel the silence settling in? Take note of these contexts. You'll notice there's a pattern, a triggering condition that keeps coming back, and the more you identify it, the more you can diffuse it. Observe your automatic thought and transform it. Every discomfort comes from a very specific internal dialogue. I have to be perfect. They're going to judge me. If I mess up, it's so embarrassing. Stop. Replace that with a helpful thought. I can take my time. I'm human, not a machine. It's okay not to control everything. This mental switch changes everything. It sets you free. Train yourself to handle discomfort, not to avoid it. It's counterintuitive, but you don't get comfortable by running away from discomfort. You get comfortable by taming it. Start small. Talk to a stranger. Take a pause when you're presenting. Stay in silence for a few seconds without filling it. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity, not an obstacle. And if you keep doing this, you'll see the discomfort transforms. In presence, in confidence. Now you know how these awkward moments work, and more importantly, how to turn them to your advantage. As you've seen, discomfort isn't a curse, it's a signal, a starting point. What we call being comfortable isn't some magical gift that a few people are born with. It's a skill, a habit, a response you can train, and you don't need to become someone else to do that. You just need to do one thing. Stop fighting against yourself. Because the more you try to hide your discomfort, the more obvious it becomes. But the more you accept it, the more it changes. And honestly, I've had some seriously awkward moments myself. The kind of situation where you feel your face burning, where you just wish you could disappear. But you know what? It's often after those moments that we learn. The most. And you? What's the most embarrassing moment you've ever had in public? Did you stutter? Did you mess up in front of everyone? Tell me in the comments. I'll grab my popcorn and read them all. Anyway, you saw it with Chris Rock. You saw it with Elon Musk. You even saw it with Arnold. Right in the middle of an awkward moment, they don't try to get rid of the discomfort. They learn to dance with it. So, next time you feel the tension rising, remember what we've talked about. Breathe, look around you, take a pause, and remember, you have nothing to prove. You just have to be present. Charisma isn't built on perfect control. It's built in how you handle the unexpected. That's when you really shine. So now, you know what to do. And you know how to go about it. It's your move.